It's like a rideable bike. So much better in every way. Oh my. Hello, I'm Paul. This is me, Aston eMTB, and this is the final instalment of the Radon Render eMTB review. It's been a long journey with this bike, lots of problems. The brakes were incorrectly bled from day one. The fork was incorrectly assembled from day one. Lots of other little problems, most of them have now been solved. We already have 3 videos about this bike on my YouTube channel, so head to the link in the description below to see the other videos. And while you're there, please like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. We've ironed out all the problems with this bike and turned it into a really, really good e-mountain bike, which you guys can win. Link in the description below, go to my website. For only £10, you can win this e-bike, shipped anywhere in the world with a few other goodies. And if you just want to support the channel because you like these independent reviews, you can buy a ticket, support the channel, and if you don't particularly want to win an extra large Radon Render e-bike, you can take the cash prize alternative, which could be up to £5,000. The ticket sales have been really slow for this bike so far, and I'm looking at quite a big financial loss. I probably could have made more money just by saying, yeah, this is perfect from the start, glossed over all the problems, ignored them, but that's not what we're here for. So what am I here for? I'm here to give you guys the most independent, unbiased, unpaid for reviews in the bike world. My goal is to test these bikes exactly as a consumer would receive and ride them from day one. After that, I like to upgrade them, tune them, and use all my knowledge from 25 years mountain biking, racing downhill, enduro, cross country, working as a technical editor at Pink Bike for 5 years, and also working within the industry to unleash the maximum potential of these bikes. I even went to the extent of trialling this bike by fire, literally, by jumping through some flames for the Swiss fire service after I'd had it for only a few days. Luckily the battery didn't catch fire and explode, but I did burn my beard. The bike was absolutely unscathed. So over some time, we've turned this bike from very average to really bloody good. We've had the kinematics of the bike analysed, we've sent the suspension off to an expert in Tuscany, and we've also done lots of little tweaks and changes ourselves. Now it's a really good bike. It's really quiet, it's very well balanced, really nice smooth suspension. The brakes are working properly, the tyres are upgraded, fantastic bike. I'm gonna stop waffling now and get into the review. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, it feels better already. Just riding uphill. So we checked the sag in the garage. We used Tyrone's exact settings. We had 19% front sag, 30% rear. Spot on. Didn't even need to change the pressures. Oh, that's better already. Oh my God. Yeah, before we had 15% front sag. Now we've got 20, but it already feels more supportive and it's just so much smoother, so supple. Let's see how it gets on over these rocks. Nice. It's so, oh no. That must have not been, I did not clip that back on properly after filming. Yeah, the bike's super quiet over the little bumps. This fork though, mamma mia. They keep saying they made it stiffer, but you pull it and just watch the wheel bending, flexing, bouncing all over the place when you pull the brake. And we're also pretty sure it's twisted. I thought I'd twisted it before in a crash, a small crash, but I forgot to ask Tyrone to check it. Yeah, pretty sure the CSU is twisted. So this is normally a section where, whoa, the flexi tyres and bar and lack of damping makes like the trialsy setup stuff like this really difficult. I just nailed it first time. No dabs. And oh my God. That fork. Oh my God. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Oh. Yeah, that is way better. Way better. Unbelievable, the whole 1 10-second run. Feels way better. We're at the real start now, after I did a warm-up. The impossible first corner. Maybe my solution to put this here is not as clever as I thought. So let's try the climb. I definitely made this climb too difficult for me. Blown out again. Yeah, I need to make that climb more easy. It was like absolutely on my limit of skill. It's good now, it works. The bike works. The bike works for mountain biking, crazy. Still used all the travel on the fork, didn't feel it bottom out. It's definitely way more supportive. I think I'm gonna put 5 more PSI in the fork just to firm it up a bit. Or we could add some more damping. Well, because it's a Fox fork, I initially want to add spring, because judging by recent experience, that's going to do more to help the bottom out than damping, but our sag's good. 20% sag, plush, perfect. We've got a load of clicks left now on the fork, thanks to the custom tune. So yeah, I think I'll do another lap and then let's wind on some more compression for the fork. But wow, feels great. I think in 3 10-second descents, I've really proven to myself, again, gotta get your suspension done, especially considering the massive issue we had. I just thought this was the worst fork I'd ever ridden. Turns out it was just the worst assembled 1500 euro fork I'd ever ridden. Lol, mountain bikes. Yeah, send it off for a tune. 408 euros for the suspension work. It sounds like a lot, but it's less than 10% of the bike value and it's well worth getting done. Well worth getting done. So much more stable, so much easier to balance, so much easier to weight the front wheel. Railing that corner. That corner's blown out to hell. So good, so much better. It's great, I can reach the shifter. On the techie climbing, way more supportive all round, smoother, easier, better. Oh my god, that's like 100 times better. Can't believe it. It's actually better than I thought, which is very rare. Whoa. Too much turbo on that. So I've just been back to the garage after the first few runs. We've added 50% of all the remaining compression. The high speed on the fork was -4 clicks, now it's -2, and I've done that all around on all the compression adjusters. High and low speed front, low speed rear, left everything else the same. Let's see how much difference it makes. The slacker head angle is just nicer everywhere. You can just weight it way better. Whoa! Drop in! Oh, I got the high line! First time ever on this bike. You can actually go around corners on it now. Oh! That was deep, that was too deep. That corner, after the walnut wobbler, That's the first time I felt this bike actually turn properly around the corner, which sounds stupid, but every other time you're just bogging down on the front, rear suspension's extending, can't slow down, geometry's all out of shape. That time, through the wobbler, no problem, bang into the corner, and it went round and hit me straight up onto the high line, which completely took me by surprise. It's like the bike actually corners. That's mainly because of the slacker head angle and the firmer fork combined. So after the walnut wobbler, which is this brute, normally you hit this corner, and I've just built a rut in it in like 5 or 6 runs. But I've never turned on the Radon, nowhere near getting on the high line. And on the high line you could gap a little bit, super close to that tree, and then down. Normally I'm always down here, just trying to stay on the track. That's the first time I felt the bike turn properly and get up. It took me by surprise the first times. So yeah, that's a definite improvement. The bike turns. Okay. Oh. So much better in every way. Can't believe I've had this bike in the garage for over 18 months now. Never really had fun in those 3 runs. I'm actually having fun, first time ever. It's unbelievable the difference you can make when you get it set up properly. Literally one of the worst bikes I've ever had to now a perfectly good bike. Yeah, it's not a common sal or an orange like the boys in the garage, but very good overall. Of course it could be a bit slacker, seat angle could be a bit steeper, could be a bit longer, could have more travel, but overall, bloody good bike. What a difference. Oh my God.
You're right there.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, you can just hit it so much harder now.
Because the clip looks like the same from when before you had the suspension done. You're bottoming out just as much.
And it sort of feels the same in some ways, but I'm going so much faster, hitting it so much harder, and in 5 or 6 runs I've just completely removed this corner because I've been getting too much speed coming down there. Now there was a corner there before. But yeah, it sort of looks the same, feels the same in some ways, but you can hit it loads harder and loads more confident. Whereas in the first clips, yeah, it might look the same or similar, but I was like terrified then, and you can't brake as hard, and you're like scared, you want to get back more. But then I'm just feel more in the middle and just hitting it harder.
So therefore you're using more suspension because you feel safer, you're going faster,
Yeah,
and the suspension is doing its job more.
And putting more weight onto the front for braking. Yeah, staying in a more central, feels like you're in a more central position, or you're back into the more central position more quickly, rather than constantly being back. Like yeah, on the step at the end of the steep bit, it goes through loads of travel and you have to lean back. But I'm just back up into riding position much faster, and it just feels like night and day. Mainly because the air spring now doesn't have half a kilo of grease in it, making it work completely wrong.
And that's heavier, right?
Yeah, because of all the weight I saved from the grease, it's like super high performance now. It's just like the orange zip ties without the orange zip ties. I think most of the fork improvements are from the orange marsh guard and the matching orange zip ties, and the blue O-ring that matches the top caps.
So that was all the hard work from the Unicorn factory.
I think that was 98% of the €408 bill. Well, most people like buying stuff because it's a pretty colour and not because of the performance. So yeah, perfect.
Thank you, Tyrone.
Cheers, Tyrone.
For the blue matchy bits.
If you're anywhere in Europe and you need your Fox suspension servicing, no affiliation, I paid full price, €408 to get both of these units sorted, and super fast turnaround in 1 week. Nice guy, he worked at Fox for years, he worked at RockShox back in the day, he lives in Tuscany. It's good tuner, highly recommended. Next challenge, the speed track. Oh my, wow, way better, so much better under braking. What a difference, it's like a rideable bike. Oh my god, ah! So if you like these independent reviews, go to the description below, go to my website, buy a ticket, only £10, supports the whole project. You can win yourself this amazing e-bike. If you don't want the e-bike, you can take the 50% cash prize up to £5,000. And like, subscribe, hit the notification bell because we've got some really cool stuff coming up soon. Starling spur gearbox bike, Orange 329, completely custom bike. My Supreme, Common Cell Supreme, and our flip-flops better than 510s for the shoot. See you next time, ciao ciao.